So conclusion. And conclusion was that the literature, academic completion reports, um, quantitative and qualitative data collected for this study had demonstrated an impact that small group instruction can have on students' overall academic completion rates and motivation. Those results from the study show that after the 6 weeks, all students had completed, had obtained academic completion and had shown an increase in motivation in a few areas. So some implications for teachers and administration would be that possibly the school could provide additional training opportunities for teachers that are appointed to facilitate these seminars. Teachers can be given ample time to collaborate with other SGI teachers as a way to build consistency when building each lesson plan. Also, we can provide teachers with we can provide the school with additional SGI seminar courses that remain consistent with the small group size setting. Also, administrators can gather feedback from students and also pursue collaborative conversations with not only the teachers, but the students to further improve SGI seminars. So implications for future research. Future research on SGI seminars can include further investigation of the local problem of academic completion and motivation of at-risk students. One recommendation could include comparison of small group instruction at various site locations with other instructional strategies that are used within an SGI curriculum. A second recommendation may include exploring the multiple forms of small group instruction that can be given and activities that are within that SGI seminar facilitation, and other forms of group instruction that can be further explored are jigsaw model, student team learning, group investigation, and learning together. So a leadership of action plan that I have created to further the improvement of the existing SGI seminar would be to share the findings with the SGI seminar facilitator as well as the administrators, the site administrator, coordinate scheduled trainings for teachers appointed to facilitate, and coordinate collaborations between all SGI seminars and between all SGI instructors to build consistency in curriculum planning. Also implement revisions towards curriculum planning in the following term. And finally, review student record data of SGI seminar students based on the fall 2019 academic completion reports. So, and these are my references, and that will conclude my action research project. Do you guys have any questions?
What was most surprising about your findings?
So what was most surprising about my findings, I would say, was that the differences between the data that was collected in the qualitative data and also the quantitative data. The quantitative data was that of the pre and post motivation survey, and one of the survey questions had shown that after the 6 weeks, students had preferred to work independently, but in the qualitative research, it had shown that when students had worked in groups, it showed students were more productive, students learned better when they worked with each other. There was more collaboration. Students were more involved. So it was interesting to find out when students were answering themselves versus me observing them, that there was a difference in the finding.
So why did you choose this topic?
So I chose this topic because when I had first started my practicum, it was actually at an independent charter school that also catered to at-risk students, and there was a lot of room for improvement for at-risk students and how to cater to that demographic, knowing that students might not have the same resources as if they were in a traditional school. So studying how this alternative method can possibly affect their academic completion and their motivation would have been very beneficial because I could show the results to the school to help them see what is now existing and some possible implementations or some possible things that can be included to help keep the program productive. So, yes. All right. Thank you guys for listening to my research project.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.